I'm Connor Daniel, and you're watching Heavy Mental Breakdown.
Connor, welcome to the show, man. Thank you so much for coming. I know how busy you are. Well, I'm starting to understand how busy you are here. So I appreciate your time.
Yeah, of course. Thank you for having me.
Yeah,
Appreciate
yeah.
your time.
Oh, thank you. Yeah, of course. It was funny. We were chatting a little bit before this, and we were talking about our homie. Oh my God. We were talking about our homie Howie and
Yeah.
Ballyhoo and how you got to work on that album. And Howie and I just broke down a song, a previous song of theirs, but when the album comes out, we're gonna do another episode and break down one of those tracks there. How was your experience working with Howie on the new Ballyhoo?
Oh, I love Howie. He's great. Yeah, I loved working on that stuff.
Yeah,
Howie and all the rest of the guys from the band too.
yeah.
It was such a fun experience working with all of them, and super chill guys, and good songs, and just good
Yeah.
vibes all
Good
around.
vibes always. Yeah.
Yeah.
And then we were talking about Chatter, our friend Chatter over there. I just did a reaction to Chatter's Voiceless, which is an amazing song. Love
Yes,
that
that's my
song.
favorite one that's out so far.
I mean, when I was listening to it, all I wanted to do was not react to it and just sing it the whole time. Like it's so catchy. It's so good. I just wanted to
Yeah, we
sing
had a
along to
blast working on that one.
it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I love working with Chatter.
Yeah.
Great
Yeah. They
stuff.
seem like it's a
Yeah,
good group over there for sure.
for sure. Yeah.
So for someone who doesn't know who Connor Daniel is, I know you have your hands in a lot of, a lot of things musically. What's just a little bit of background on who you are and what you do?
Yeah, for sure. Well, I'm a writer and producer based here in Los Angeles. I work with the producer John Feldman a lot. I'm also in a band called Social Ghosts, and I play guitar and I co-sing lead in that band, and then co-write all that stuff and produce and mix all of it
Cool. When did you start getting into that?
into Social Ghosts, or just in
Well,
general.
just in general music, like what made you want to be like, this is the route that I want to go?
Oh yeah, okay. Well, that's throwing it way back. Um, I was 11 years old, and so that would put me at like fifth grade, something like that.
hmm
And Green Day was huge at the time.
hmm
American Idiot had just dropped. And I wasn't like, I always liked music. I liked listening to music and stuff, but I wasn't like, oh my God, I'm so passionate about music.
Yeah.
Um, but all of my friends were listening to American Idiot and Holiday and Boulevard of Broken Dreams, all
Yeah.
those songs. And I was like, okay, well, I want to listen to what my friends are listening to. And they were so into it. And I think like when you're at that age and you're impressionable, it's like you want to be passionate, like as passionate about something that your friends are passionate about.
Right.
Um, and there was this girl that I had a crush on at the time, and I was like, I'm gonna learn Boulevard of Broken Dreams on the guitar and play it for her.
Impressor, yeah.
Yeah, exactly. And so my dad was a guitar player, and so I asked him to show me how to play those chords. Really simple chord progression, but um, he had so many guitars that I could have used, but for some reason he made me play this classical guitar. It made no sense, but it was so hard to play. So like when
Well,
you're
that's
like
why probably then.
I mean,
Yeah.
I don't know, but
Yeah,
I
I
mean,
don't know.
a classical guitar in particular, like, is, I mean, for the people that don't know that are listening or watching this, it's like an acoustic guitar, but the strings are so high off the fretboard that, like, it's hard to press, like, even as an
Yeah.
adult with, like, stronger hands, pressing down on those strings on the frets is like, it's harder than a regular acoustic guitar.
Yeah.
And an acoustic guitar in general is a little bit generally harder to play than an electric guitar, only because the strings are a little thicker. You have to
Yeah.
press down harder. But anyway, I'm learning guitar on a classical. It was so hard for me to get even that E minor chord, which is like the easiest chord in the world. I just couldn't do it. And then one day I got it and I moved on to the next chord. And like as things progressed, I was like, I really like this. This is like this is really cool. And so one thing led to another, and my I found out Green Day was playing at the Home Depot Center in Los Angeles, and I was so into Green Day. And my dad told me one day, he was like, "Hey, come out to the kitchen, like grab your acoustic guitar and like bring it out to the kitchen and show me Boulevard of Broken Dreams. Like, show me that you can play it." So I went in my room, and there were Green Day tickets in the
Oh
guitar. It
wow,
was a
that's
really
sick.
heartwarming story.
Yeah.
And I was very excited. We went to see Green Day, and um, I think that that concert really like changed everything for me because I was like,
Mm,
oh my God, you can do that on stage? Like seeing Billy Joe run around and like say whatever he wanted
yeah.
and
This is something that I can like
pyro
be a
and
part of in a way, like weird.
yeah, and
Yeah.
it was yeah, it was like a mind-blowing experience for me.
That's
So at
awesome.
that point on, I was like, I want to do that. Like I want to do music.
Yeah.
Fuck college and
Yeah. Oh, like to this day, that is one of my biggest regrets of wasting those 4 years and all that money.
yeah.
Oh my God.
I mean,
Anyway,
it has its benefits, but for someone
yeah.
making music, I
Yeah.
don't know if a degree would help or not.
Yeah, I don't know if media is the right thing to go to college for, but I don't know. Who knows? Who knows? So wait, whatever happened with you playing that song for the for that girl? Did you ever play it for
Oh man, I actually don't even remember. I mean,
her?
clearly it didn't work out.
Okay. Yeah. Have you got a chance to work with Green Day, Billy, or any of the other guys?
I want to one day, but I
Mm.
have not so far. I've met them all.
Okay, cool.
They actually they played at Dodger Stadium, and I got pulled on stage to play guitar.
Oh,
Like this is like 5 years ago now, but
wow. How did that
that
happen?
was oh I was like I knew that the concert was happening, and I thought to myself, like, Billy Joe will usually, like, every show he does that. He pulls someone out of the audience to play guitar. And I was like, I'm getting older. Like, he usually goes for, like, someone younger, like a kid or something. And I'm just like, definitely not a kid anymore, but, like, I could pass as young. And I want to try to get pulled on stage. So I, like, got a pit ticket, like pushed my way to the front, chugged the beer, and got on my friend's shoulders and was like, "I want to play guitar." and, and he almost picked someone else, but then he pointed at me and it was like, "You look very enthusiastic. Can you
Yeah.
actually play guitar?" I'm just like, "Swear to God, I could play guitar."
Yeah,
And he pulled me
what
up.
song was it? Did you play?
The song was called "Knowledge," which is
Knowledge.
an Operation Ivy cover.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah,
How did
three
that feel
chords.
for you being on stage and performing in your hometown with Green Day?
Oh my God, it was like, uh, I mean,
Yeah.
the
Yeah.
phrase dream come true gets thrown around a lot, but that was literally like a dream come true. Like
Yeah.
it like going back to that concert that I told you about when I was 11 and like how my whole like musical journey began with Green Day, and then to like be that person that gets pulled on stage and like I am playing with the band just you know for this one song, but like this moment in time is like it kind of summed up my musical journey up until that point. It was like full circle.
Wow.
So yeah, I'm
Yeah,
very
I'm
grateful
actually
for that moment.
very jealous of this story because I have something very similar, but mine didn't go as well as yours did. Yours did. So
Okay.
when Linkin Park put Meteora out, they did a whole Meteora tour and I was there and but around that time like I was still involved in like I used to like going to message boards for concerts and for bands and like, oh, what's the set list going to be? What are people saying about it? And I was 15. Yeah, I was 15 when that came out, and I got pit tickets just like you did. And on the message board, somebody said, "Oh, Mike Shinoda called somebody up on stage to play Faint with Linkin Park." and I
Ooh,
started to
that's
see
cool.
yeah, and I
That's
started
one
to
of my favorites by them.
yeah, no, so,
Oh
um,
no.
so everybody started to say that. Like I was watching after every show. I'm like, oh, okay, he's doing this. Okay, cool. I came prepared. I brought a green neon sign, and I was almost front row in the pit. And when that time came, I was waving the sign in the air, and just a huge green neon sign that says, "I can play faint." And no one else was holding up a sign, of course. I don't know. And so I automatically stood out. Everybody around me was like pointing to me. They were like, "Oh, call this guy." And then Mike did the same thing. He was like, "Can you really play Faint?" And I was just like, "Yeah, I can," because I started practicing when I found out it was going to happen, and I knew it. As soon as I get on stage, Chester walks up to me, like shakes my hand, gives me like one of those half hug things. I look up at the top, Mr. Hahn just scratching, and I'm like, "What's up, Joe?" And he just
Yeah.
goes like this. He's just like, and then just keeps going. And then Brad Delson walks over to me and hands me his guitar. And then Mike Shinoda is like, "All right, play the chorus. I just want to make sure you know how to play this track." I completely choked.
Oh no. Uh-oh.
I completely choked
Uh-oh.
on stage with my all-time favorite band. Chester came up to me and greeted me with a hug. I just took off somewhere else. I couldn't do it.
Mhm.
I couldn't
Damn.
do it. And I think about that all the time. I'm like, what if I didn't choke and I got to play? So
Yeah,
now,
but I mean, one thing leads to another. It's fine. Yeah. I mean,
yeah,
you got to be on stage with them. I mean, it's
yeah.
not the thing that I realized with like the Green Day thing is like that's it's like a cool thing that that happened, but it's not like career changing or
Oh, for
like
sure.
life changing. It's just like a cool like personal thing. And like if you
Yeah,
think about it differently, it's like you still got picked. You know, that's the big thing is like you got picked out of everyone.
yeah,
You went on stage
yeah,
and like yeah, I mean like who could blame you? I mean, you're in front of
yeah.
like a large audience,
Yeah, it was like
like
the biggest
playing
arena in
with
my hometown. It was a completely sold out show. Like,
yeah, it's like an intimidating thing. So it's
yeah, it
just
was.
like I mean, dude, I like came close to like throwing up on stage when I was at the Green Day. I was so nervous. Like, what the fuck is happening right now?
Yeah,
This is insane.
yeah.
I am on stage with Green Day right now. I was shaking, like totally shaking.
Yeah, me too. Me too. Nothing was
Yeah,
working up here. Still
yeah. I mean,
nothing really
Faint.
works too well up there, but just kidding.
I mean, Faint is a harder song than Knowledge to play. Like
Is
Knowledge
it?
is three chords. Like I had to do like D,
Mm,
C, and G bar chords. So I mean,
yeah.
not hard. Like
Yeah.
Faint is. I mean, did you have to play the lead guitar part? The
Yeah. It was the
oh
lead
yeah.
part. Yeah.
Oh dude, yeah.
Da-na-na,
Good night, man.
da-na-na-na. Because when I was sliding down, up and down, like my fingers were sweaty and I was just missing the frets. I'm like, no, 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 let me do it again. And it was just like Mike kicked me off the stage. Like he was like, "Oh, we're gonna get somebody else." And I did the walk of shame, like back
Oh
down
man.
and just like walk through where the crowd surfers go. Everyone was watching me. I'm just like, damn. I only had one
You never
shot.
know.
I let
It may
Eminem
have.
down too. I only had one shot, one opportunity. Anyway, um, we are here today because of a song that you wrote called Medicine, with
Hell yeah.
Social Ghost. What is
Mhm.
Medicine about? What does that song mean to you?
Well, so it's kind of a departure from our previous sound. And it's I really wanted something that talked about anxiety, and that song I think summarizes that pretty well. So for anyone who's dealt with anxiety or panic attacks or something like that, um, anything in that world, that's really what the song is about.
Okay.
There's like some, yeah. We had a lot of fun making it. Just because it's like I think like I have a tendency, and Sean, my bandmate, we have a tendency to write about relationships.
Mm.
Um, and so this was like a good challenge to break out of that headspace and talk about something new. It's like, all right, instead of talking about like a girl or like something to do with the relationship. Let's talk about something like inward. Most of our songs are like sad songs, I guess, but this is like kind kind of sad, but maybe kind of optimistic in a way. It's really just like
Self-reflective, it
talking to.
sounds.
Maybe I'm thinking about this more even as I'm just saying it out loud. Like it's like the song is like you're talking to your therapist. It's like
Mm,
those lyrics are like you talking to your therapist.
gotcha.
Um, and so yeah, it felt good to write that song.
Cool.
I mean, this podcast is kind of about that a little bit, right?
100%. Yeah,
Um,
absolutely. Talk
so
about anxiety all the time, panic attacks,
yeah,
everything.
I've had
Everything that
anxiety.
that comes with.
I've had anxiety since I was a kid, like 10 years old, on
That's
and
right
off.
about when mine kicked in too.
Yeah, it was never like depression and like I mean here and there like it'd be like okay I'm feeling like bummed, but like for me my big thing was anxiety. From the time it started until really now, like I mean I still get anxiety. I have it way more under control than I did when I was a kid, but
Hmm.
um yeah, so I mean I guess I'm trying to summarize it for you, but like that song tries to encapsulate some of that.
Cool. Yeah, well, like I told you before, I have not listened to this song yet, so I'm going to be reading the lyrics along while I'm listening to it, and I'm going to be like, okay, I want to try to learn more about Connor through these words here. This one
Cool.
just came out. This one came out about 3 weeks ago now.
That
May,
sounds about right.
yeah, May 1st.
Yeah,
How is this single doing for you so far?
I think doing good. Some of the marketing stuff is just now kicking in, so we're starting. It was like kind of a slow start, and then we're seeing some of the effects of the marketing kick in now.
Cool.
So, yeah, I mean, as with some of our other songs, like if you're a smaller artist, um, it's more of like a slower build. We're not really a band that's like, you know, we go viral all the time. You know, we just keep pushing it. It's the persistence and like the consistency.
Yeah.
We've grown our fan base a little bit on TikTok.
Hmm.
It's like, you know, it's a slow but upward journey.
Yeah.
And and yeah, I mean the
Yeah.
biggest thing is like we love it and we have so much fun doing it and
Yeah. You have to
like
love it. With all
yeah,
the
and the people.
craziness that comes along with it, the only way you'll make it and last is if you love it.
Yeah, for
Ugh.
sure. And like the people that have heard our music and have connected with those songs, not just this one, but some of the other ones too, seeing some of the positive feedback from that and people saying like we've added all your songs to our Spotify playlist.
Hell yeah.
And that type of stuff is like cool. Like we're doing something, so like let's just keep it going. Just keep things
Yeah.
moving. We can learn as we go. We can adjust things as we go. Nothing was perfect right now. Like, you know, my bandmate has like a job and I have my production work and stuff. And so like we're doing everything we can with the time that we have to make music and put it out and market the best we can. So
Yeah.
it's a slow upward journey. So
Cool.
it's all good. Yeah,
I was
lift up.
looking at your discography. Do you guys have an album out yet, or is it just singles or
Just
and an
singles.
E? Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
Cool.
Hopefully
Is
an
this
album soon.
yeah, I was gonna ask, is medicine gonna be a little teaser for something bigger that's coming, or just you're not quite sure about that yet?
No plans yet,
Okay.
but I mean, we're open to it. Maybe like an EP or something.
Hmm.
We have a few other songs in the pipeline too that are going to be dropped like every like 6 to 8 weeks ish.
Oh, okay. Yeah, a
So like
lot.
could
Yeah.
funnel into an EP. You know,
Yeah. Do you have a music video for medicine?
that is on the way. That's
Okay.
gonna be dropping. I want to say like in a week.
Oh, wow. Okay. So by the time this comes out, that video should be out. So go watch the video for medicine now. It probably
Do
just came out. It is brand
it.
new. Go watch it.
Yes, definitely
Um,
watch it.
all right. This is Medicine by Social Ghosts. This song just came out May 1st, so it is brand new. By the time this episode is coming out, the music video should be up. So make sure you stream the music on all the platforms and then head over to YouTube and watch the video and let Connor know what you think of it. Let him know what you think. I'm sure it's going to be a sick video. It's going to be a sick video, right, Connor?
I hope so. I can't
Hell
make any
yeah.
promises, but
It's going to be sick. All right. Check it out. But first, let's listen to the breakdown. This is Medicine by Social Ghost. Let's break this track down.
I wanna leave the house, but I hesitate. Stay home and self-medicate. My friends tell me I should meditate, but I can't even get my thoughts straight. So I scroll through my phone, lay in bed all alone with my headphones on. But my hope is gone. Now I'm stoned on my own, afraid of the unknown. I've been done and I'm withdrawn. Lately, I'm nobody, and I'm wrapped up in anxiety. Panic, the fear sets in again. I'm feeling the adrenaline. I must need medicine. I must need medicine. I must need medicine. Panic, the fear sets in again. I'm feeling the adrenaline. I must need medicine. Pulling tape out of cassettes.
All right. We're going to stop it there. I felt like I related to every single thing you just said here, but let's go back a little bit.
okay.
I want to leave the house, but I hesitate, so I stay home and self-medicate. Um, 2020, 2021. It takes me to that time for some reason.
hmm
That's where my mind, I want to leave the house, but I hesitate to. I stay home and self-medicated. That was one thing that I did a lot during COVID, is I drank a lot.
hmm
Didn't leave the house. I wanted to, but with everything crazy going on, I was very hesitant to. So I stayed home and just wallowed in my sorrows for a while. My friends tell me I should meditate. And that's funny because during COVID, that's when I started like my whole spiritual journey.
hmm
Meditating, the singing bowls, the incense, the sage, the Palo Santo, everything. I'm still heavily into that today. But whenever people ask me for advice about anxiety and stuff, meditation is something I always bring up. So I thought that was funny because people do bring that up a lot. But I can't even get my thoughts straight. And that is the main reason why people don't want to do it, is because, well, not don't want to do it, but have a hard time doing it. Sitting there with your own thoughts. It does not seem like a fun thing sometimes when your mind's not straight. It's awful. Just
Totally.
sitting there, being with yourself and doing nothing. Like at night, I can't sleep. I don't know what it is. I just can't. I'm so busy throughout the day, and then when I go to sleep, I'm like, "Oh, I've not thought about all these things all day today. Here they are."
Totally.
And then I'm up
Yeah.
spiraling all night.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
can't even
Sometimes
get
your
my
brain
thoughts
just does
straight.
not have an off switch.
No, it does. It never does. It never
Mm.
does. So I scroll through my phone, lay in bed all alone with my headphones on, but my hope is gone. I've been doing that a lot lately. Um,
Yeah. It's a common issue in 2026 with even people that don't deal with anxiety, just glued to the phone, you know?
yeah. Yeah, I feel like every time, and that's not even and yep, like it's not even every time you open up the phone, it's something new. Something is
Mhm.
happening. Aliens
Yeah.
are on the way, Connor. Well,
Exactly.
they're
Yeah.
already here, but we're about to be introduced to them. I
Totally.
don't know. I just feel like there's so many wild reels right now. People are like crashing out. Like, fuck the 9 to 5. You should all be doing what you want. Live your life. Like, stop paying
Mhm.
taxes. Don't go to work. This whole system's all messed up. Like,
Yeah.
people are just crashing out right now. It is a
Yeah.
wild time.
It's
It's a
true.
wild time to be alive right now, Connor.
Totally.
um, Now I'm stoned on my own, afraid of the unknown, up at dawn, and I'm withdrawn. That's yeah, I take edibles pretty much every single night. It brings me from here to here. I'm
Mhm.
able to relax. It helps gets my brain not moving as fast as it does, and so I do. But it has that effect. I'll wake up a little drowsy sometimes, and so up at dawn, and I'm withdrawn. Like I'm not waking up till like, oh no, up at dawn. That's early. That's
Mhm.
early. You're up
I mean,
early. I
I
have
think
the
it ties into
opposite.
the, yeah, I think it's basically saying it's talking about self-medicating and but with your thoughts racing the way that they are and being stuck on your phone, continuing that cycle of like your brain feeling wired. It's like that can keep someone up all night. Like
Yeah.
insomnia can keep someone up all night. People who struggle with anxiety,
Oh, up
it
at
can,
dawn because you never fell asleep. You were just
yeah.
still there. Gotcha. Okay, I get it now. I get it now. And I'm withdrawn because I'm so caught up in the things that I was watching and like that had a mental effect on me. And like I'm just like,
Mhm.
there's all this shit going on right now. Like what's
Totally.
what's gonna motivate me to like get up and be my best self right now? Like
Hmm.
wild.
Yeah.
So these two first verses right here, when you were writing these, were you in that kind of mindset of just like, what was this kind of written one night when you just couldn't sleep and thoughts were racing? Like, how was the
Sean and
writing
I,
process for this song?
yeah, Sean and I co-wrote this one, and it was like, I mean, it really came pretty quick. Like, I mean, we were just talking about like what do we actually find ourselves doing like when we're having like an anxious moment. And when I think about it, it's like I do find myself glued to my phone sometimes, like as do a lot of people, I think, who struggle with anxiety sometimes.
Yeah.
Um,
Let's focus
and
somewhere else for a little bit.
yeah, and I think like I know it says like now I'm stoned or whatever, but I think that that could be like an analogy for really any any form of self medication.
Right. Yeah.
And it's like trying to find something to calm your brain, but it doesn't necessarily work. It's like a band-aid. um,
Right.
and and maybe there's it just doesn't work. I don't know, and
Yeah.
you wind up just feeling the anxiousness regardless, and then it affects your sleep, and then the cycle of like, well, now I didn't sleep great, and now that my body is not optimized to get through this day, and now I'm struggling even more because of that, you know.
It messes up your whole sleep cycle.
Yes.
Unless you kind of force yourself to stay awake and then just sleep throughout the night. But I know when I do that, I'm asleep by like 2 o'clock, 2 p.m. And then I'm
Mhm.
up at like 7, and then I'm like, well, I'm not going to bed anytime soon. And then it just goes
Yeah.
back to falling asleep at 2 or 3 a.m.
Yeah, totally.
Damn.
Yeah.
Ugh. Um, yeah, lately I'm nobody. Mm. And wrapped up in anxiety, panic. The fear sets in again. I'm feeling the adrenaline. I must need medicine. Lately, I'm nobody. That's rough.
Hmm. I mean, hit the nail on the head when you're dropping the chorus, you know.
Yeah.
Um, it's not necessarily
Mm.
like a fully autobiographical chorus. Like, but I know that a lot of people deal with feeling less than, and I think we tried to
Not
lean into
enough.
that.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I think, and sometimes anxiety is wrapped up in self-esteem and self-worth, and so to communicate that, um, and in a chorus like this, I think, I think helped. really paint the picture of like what this song is, you know? Because I think everyone can relate on some level. Like sometimes you just feel disconnected
Yeah.
from the world. Anxiety can cause that. Um, like questioning your self-worth can cause that. Um, and then, yeah, like being wrapped up in anxiety, constantly thinking, like the constant racing thoughts. Um, and then anxiety can progress to panic,
Mm.
which can be even more debilitating. And then when you think about it, really like what anxiety and panic does physically is it's like releasing adrenaline into your body. And so talking about that physical symptom, it's like I think some people probably don't even really think about um, that, like that feeling that you have in you is like fight or flight, which is just adrenaline running through your body.
Right.
And then the I must need medicine line just, I think, I mean, it was like a near rhyme with the other stuff that was happening, but it made so much sense, you know?
Yeah.
It's like, I must need medicine, you know?
Medicine and pills are constantly referenced on a lot of music because we get it. We're all being it's a weird thing, especially with like careers and stuff. Like I've been having this conversation a lot, and it's like we're working so long every single day just to barely make ends meet right now. And then we start to feel a way that makes us uncomfortable, and then we feel it's our fault. When no, 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 no. We're not doing what we love. I mean, some of us are like you know, you get to do what you love for a living, and some people are really blessed for that. But you know, a lot of people just fucking hate their jobs, and
Oh,
then they
yeah,
wonder why they're
totally.
depressed, and then they go see a therapist. And what happens every time you talk about a mental condition? They just want to give you pills for it.
Hmm. Yeah,
So
I mean, that's true.
I must need them. That must is pretty strong in there. Not
Yeah, I
I
mean, I
need
think,
them or I should have them. I want them. I must need them.
yeah,
Need.
I mean, looking for a solution by whatever means necessary.
Yeah. Sometimes I wonder though if that medicine is really doing something for us.
I mean, I like to think that in some cases, yes, in some cases, it's overly prescribed. Um,
Yeah.
and it could, I mean, who knows?
Yeah.
It's something that is developed by scientists, hopefully with good intention, but like there's obviously tendencies to misuse at times, and there's side effects that sometimes make the problem worse. So
Yeah.
I think it's a case by case.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. I must need medicine. That's rough. Um I was gonna go to this after, but I felt like this might be a good time to ask you about the album artwork. This
Hmm.
it is it's all white. It's black and white. Medicine's huge on there, and it shows a cigarette, a glass, and headphones.
Hmm.
What's the story? Like, why that? Why that for this?
I
Headphone,
think we're
cigarette, and the drink.
we're
Yeah.
just like, let's get something really simple. That's just like, I didn't want to overthink the art, but I wanted there to be a picture there, just like what's something to do with the song, and like in the second verse, which we have yet to hear, but we will, it talks about one drink and a cigarette just to reset
Mm,
and maybe forget. That's the lyric in the
gotcha.
second verse.
I should have
Um,
just been patient and waited.
it's okay. But the headphones are like in the pre-chorus with my headphones on.
Mm,
Because I mean, I
cool.
think music is like a
Cool.
form of therapy in a way, and like,
It is
um,
therapy.
like I'm constantly listening to music. I don't know what I would do without it.
Yeah,
So
me
like
either.
that's always, I find myself being soothed by music.
Yeah. I literally wouldn't be here right now if it wasn't for music.
Yeah, I mean
Um,
that is something that is shared by many
yeah.
for sure.
And the lyrics are what gets me through it. And
Mhm.
that's what started this whole thing. I'm like,
Yeah.
lyrics need to be studied and need to be more front and center. I feel sometimes lyrics just get overlooked because you're wrapped up in the sounds, the music, the vibrations. But for me, I've always been number one. Number one to me has always been the lyrics. And if I can't relate to it in some way, I can't listen to it.
Yeah,
It
for
doesn't do
sure.
anything for me.
I understand that totally. Yeah, I mean, I've gotten way more into caring about lyrics. Like as a producer, I just listen to music, I think probably a little differently. I'm listening for sounds and like what makes the song so cool, and I'm listening to
Yeah.
the melody, and like there's tons of songs that I think about where it's just like this makes no sense, but I love this song.
Right, 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 right.
Like any Nirvana song, it's like, what is he talking
Right.
about?
Yeah.
But this is like the greatest music ever, you know?
Yeah. Yeah. There
Um,
are definitely some bands like that for me too, of course.
yeah,
Like System of a
but
Down. I can't really relate to any of their music, but I fucking love them. They're amazing.
yeah,
Yeah,
so
I've
like,
got some of them.
definitely, I mean, we've definitely been putting more time and attention into making sure the lyrics are like, this makes sense, it's relatable, you know,
Yeah.
this fits with the music.
And you said this was probably the most like raw and vulnerable track that you've put out yet with this band?
I mean, I guess, yeah. I mean, I think musically it's way different than anything else we've done.
Oh,
So it's
musically. Oh,
ref-
okay. Okay.
and lyrically too. I mean, it's like it, like I said, most of the stuff that we've written about is like it's about relationships,
Hmm.
and this is really about a relationship with yourself. You know, it's like
The most important one.
talking. Right. I mean, like I said, it's basically a conversation with your therapist, is the lyrics of this
Yeah.
song. Like, if your therapist says, "What's on your mind?" and you read the lyrics as if you're the patient talking to your therapist, like it will,
Mm.
that's the best way to put it.
That's an interesting perspective.
Hmm.
That's unique. Where did that idea come from? Were you like in a therapy session one day and we're just like, oh, this can kind of be a cool idea of having like this conversation? Like
What's
what made
funny
you
is I
yeah.
didn't realize that until the song came out. I
Yeah.
didn't, wasn't even thinking about that. But then,
Yeah,
like,
that's funny.
um, I was actually making content to post, and I was just trying to think of the stupid ass captions to put on the video,
Sure, sure,
and
sure.
I was like, what do I think about? And I was like, this is like being in a therapy session, kind of.
I can
And then
see it. Yeah.
I thought about it a little bit more, and I was like, the whole fucking song is like, if your therapist is just like, what's on your mind?
Yeah.
Well, start from the top and read it.
Yeah.
Read all the lyrics, and it's basically like me venting to my therapist. You
Yeah,
know?
and the cool thing is, even if someone saw that, like they can relate that to talking to really anybody. Like it doesn't have to be a therapist. It could just be talking to a friend, a family member, someone who's just willing to fucking
Oh
listen.
yeah, anyone who's
Yeah,
willing to
anyone.
listen. I mean, the whole like I'm talking to my therapist thing. That's like the quick and simple way to put that. But like
Right.
anyone can like play a therapist. You
Yeah.
know, like a trusted friend or family member or whatever. Anyone who's willing to hear you out and talk you through something that you're feeling that's not positive. You know.
Yeah.
So I mean, that's why I actually kind of think the song is like it it talks, it's like sad content, but I think the silver lining is like when you think of it that way, when it's like this is me like discussing what's on my mind, like that's the most positive thing that can come of like going through like a dark episode, is
Mm.
like talking about it.
Right.
um
Right. Right.
so like um the fact that like these are in lyrics and this is being said, it's like, okay, like I'm almost diffusing these negatives by just saying it out loud,
Mm-hmm.
and sometimes
There's
that
a book
works for
that I
people.
love, and it's called "What to Say When You Talk to Yourself." and it's flipping all the things. It's just like you said, like, I don't know, I must need, like, let's just say we'll use I must need medicine for an example. I might need medicine because when you say must, it like enforces it, and you're like, okay, I know that I need it, but I
Hmm.
might need it. Maybe there's something there that might be a little bit different for me. It's just like
Hmm.
changing little things to not make them so definite.
Totally.
Because we learn all of that, a lot of that from like childhood, and we just bring it with us. And then now we're in our 30s or whatever, and it's like, oh man, we never really got to address that stuff.
Totally.
Here we go.
Yeah. Yeah.
So now we kind of have to rewire the brain a little bit.
Yeah. 100%.
That's the
Yeah.
hard. That's one of the hardest things to do.
Oh my God. It is so hard. Yeah. For sure.
Well, you have a great outlet in making music, so it's
That
pretty.
is yeah, I am blessed to have that as an outlet for
Yeah,
sure. That is always helpful. Yeah.
cool. Well, let's keep listening. We got more lyrics to check out. And there's one thing I do want to say real quick. I
Okay.
love when like the music is happy and it makes you want to sing and like kind of dance a little bit, but the lyrics are deep because
Hmm.
we want to get that out. But if those lyrics are like in like a dark like piano ballad or some like acoustic like really just like deep, it can bring somebody down further
Oh
depending on
yeah.
how the music is. But when it's something like this, you can still have that balance of like, yes, I go through this, but it's going to be okay.
Hmm. Yeah.
And that's what
100%.
songs make me feel like. I'm like, okay, I can listen to this and laugh at my problem. Not laugh, but like just feel normal for a minute. And
Totally. It's a
power of
really good
music.
vessel to like have the music for the song sound like major chords,
Yeah.
more like optimistic. It puts you in like a more positive headspace just based on the music part.
Yeah.
And then it's easier to digest the lyrics, I think, that way.
For sure. For
You hit the
sure.
nail on the head by saying that.
Yeah. Well, I was talking about that with Howie and Ballyhoo yesterday. We were talking about bad summer and it's about a breakup but it just feels so good. And he was saying the same
It's
thing. He
a
he says I love, bringing these emotions out, but also in like a positive light too. So the
totally
power that you guys have in doing this kind of music, it's pretty special.
the song that I think about that I think is very well known and does this really well is "Semi Charmed Life" by Third Eye Blind.
Mm,
Um, that's a song
yeah.
that's like I think I heard a story. Don't quote me on this, but I think I heard a story that it was like played at Disneyland all the time
Huh.
because of how like happy it sounded. And then it's like
Yeah.
lyrically, it's like this is about doing crystal meth. And um, but I love that type of thing, like where
Me
it's
too.
like
Me too.
the lyrics are disguised by like major chords.
Yeah. Yeah. I don't know. It just it gives that darkness a little bit of light. And
Totally,
it
yeah,
makes us feel a little bit better for the couple minutes that we're listening to it.
100%.
Power of music.
Pulling tape out of cassettes, a simple regret to shift my mindset. One drink and a cigarette, just to reset, maybe forget. So I scroll through my phone, lay it down, I'm alone with my headphones on, but my hope is gone. Now I'm stoned on my own, afraid of the unknown. At the dawn and I'm withdrawn. Lately, I'm nobody, and I'm wrapped up in anxiety. Panic, the fear sets in again. I'm feeling the adrenaline, and my sweet medicine.
Cool. That was Medicine by Social Ghost. That was a great song. I I was already singing the lyrics. I'm just like I love when it goes I it must be the medicine, and like how like the like the music itself kind of goes in the same tone. It just feels good. And then that solo that came in, what was that recorded on?
What was it recorded on?
Well, like
Um,
what instrument's that one?
Saxophone. That is a
That was a
saxophone.
saxophone
A
solo.
saxophone with I doubled it with a guitar, but the
Oh,
saxophone is a little bit more in
interesting.
front. And then if you listen really closely, you'll hear that there's a guitar solo in the background doing the exact same thing. And
Oh.
I think the thought process behind that is I definitely wanted a saxophone there. Um, but I wanted to, I mean, when we play it live, like, there's no way we're just gonna like hire a saxophone player to come and jump on stage for one section of one song. And also, I didn't want to just like have the saxophone on like a backing track. So I was like, it would make
Mhm.
sense if there's a guitar there, just doing something so I can like authentically replicate that live.
Yeah,
And so
that was
I play it
cool.
on guitar live.
Very cool. All right, let's go over some of the new lyrics.
Yeah.
Pulling tape out of cassettes.
Hmm.
Man, oh man, when my tape used to come out of my cassettes and I couldn't roll them back up and it was too ruined, I used to get so sad.
Hmm.
I'm like, I spent months working on this tape, on this cassette. I had all the songs and everything written on the back. Now I just got to throw this tape out. Man,
Yeah,
but it was so easy to do, to fuck up that tape. A
totally.
simple regret, pulling a tape out. Oh man. But I kind of needed that reset. I needed a reset real quick. I needed
Hmm.
to either get a new tape or wind it up. Something. I have to shift this. Something needs to change. And it might just be, yeah, like you say in the next line, just a reset. One drink and a
Yeah.
cigarette just to reset. Maybe forget. That was so drinking was my my addiction for a while. Like that was my
Gotcha.
go-to substance. And so that hit. Pulling out cassettes, regret, mind shift, one drink just to reset. Because I used to think that. I used to think,
Hmm.
oh, I'll have a drink, forget about it, and I'll be fine in the morning. When every time it pretty much did the opposite.
Hmm. Yeah, the cassettes line, I don't know why that particular thing came to mind, but I just couldn't get that out of my head. And I was trying to think of like an anxious habit, which I've never, I mean, just truth be told, I've never once had an anxiety attack and was like, well, I'm gonna just pull tape out of a cassette now. Like that hasn't actually happened, but like,
It's
I
so
think
calming.
the symbolism of it, the whole point is like it is an anxious thing to do, or if you like are jittery and you fuck up a tape or whatever. But it's symbolism for finding something to distract your mind. It's all about a distraction.
Mm,
So like a
yeah.
simple regret to shift my mindset. Like if you're just like if your brain is going on about something and then you like um, I don't know, something happens, your fucking sink breaks, and then it's just like, okay, now I need to focus on this and be immediate, you know, because there's
Yeah.
water coming out, it's just like, um, but an intentional destruction of something in order to now focus on that and be like, well, I've ruined this. This is like occupying my mind in the same way that like scrolling through your phone would. It's like this is just like this would be an anxious habit.
Mm.
Maybe for some people, I would say that would be a very niche anxious habit to pull
Yeah.
tape out of a cassette.
Yeah.
But then the one drink line, that really is like, okay, you're stressed about something, your day's not going great, or you're thinking a lot about something, and sometimes one drink just sounds good. And
If you can only do just one drink, though.
mhm. um, and you can, yeah, and so that I think that thought is appealing probably for a lot of
It
people.
is. It is
And
very relatable.
just to
And like
reset
a
and
bad
forget.
like a habit too with the cigarette too, just like always feeling like you need it.
Totally. Yeah.
I just need one
Um,
to calm down a little bit, and then I'll forget
right.
about it. And then an hour later, I'll need my next one.
Yeah. 100%. So,
No, just that pulling tape line. That part just there's a lot of weight to me for that line because
I like that line a lot, and
yeah, it's
I
sick.
really don't know why that particular thing came to mind. Because, like I said, like it's
That's the
not
goal of the song.
autobiographical.
Yeah, that's the
Yeah,
goal
it's
of the
just like,
song right here. Because
yeah,
because I seriously used to put so much time and effort into my cassettes. I would listen to the radio, wait for the song to come on, double press the buttons to record it, and that held that was my computer or like my
hmm,
iPad or my phone. Like I had
100%.
access. I had access. And when you lose access to something you love, it's tough.
Yeah,
It's like
100%.
all of our music being deleted off of our phones right now and not being able to get it back. Like that is a tough situation.
100%.
And
Yeah.
it's almost like I needed to do something that would really like force me to change. It's almost
Hmm.
like burning something down to the ground just to build it back up again, so you kind of have to redo it. Like a
It's
tape.
a good way to quote Linkin Park there. Burn it down.
Oh yeah, okay, there you go. I was like, wait,
I was
what?
like, fuck, I think I'm alone on this reference.
No, I get it now. You know, that album wasn't really my favorite. I didn't really listen to that one that much.
That one grew on me a lot, actually.
Uh,
I mean, I loved how um, they just changed in the way that they needed to change to fit that era of where things were
sure.
going with music. They weren't necessarily fully following trends, but they were just like, let's tweak this so we can expand our audience. And I was like, that's fucking awesome. Like, I just love that. Like, and I
I
was
like
there
the
for all of it.
idea of it. It just sounded too different of a
Yeah,
switch up. Like it still
that makes
sounded like
sense.
Linkin Park, but it was just different. And I was just like,
Yeah. A
I
lot of
don't
people would
know.
say the same thing about bands like Bring Me the Horizon too. Like started off screamo and like now
Sure.
they're basically writing pop songs, which to me I love it. I fucking love Bring Me the
Mhm.
Horizon.
Yeah,
So
like one of those bands for me, maybe it wasn't such a dramatic shift, was Avenged Sevenfold when they went from like
mhm.
straight up screamo and like Unholy Confessions and then come out with Backcountry after that. Like what a shift. Like
Yeah,
literally the next album you had Unholy, then you have Backcountry. It's like a whole
yeah,
different band. It's weird.
totally. Yeah,
But
that
I
was
loved it.
yeah.
I loved it. And
Mhm.
every album they did after that still too is so different.
Totally. Yeah.
Mm.
I love Avenged Sevenfold. I haven't listened to them in a while. I might need to put them on tonight.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah.
Put on have you heard their latest album?
I have not. No, I kind of stopped at after Critical Acclaim.
Oh,
I
that was a
should get
while
back into
ago.
it. Yeah, I mean,
That was
I've
Jimmy's last
heard,
album with them.
yes, I've heard like singles off of the subsequent albums, like Nightmare,
Hmm.
Hail
Oh,
to the
Nightmare.
King.
That album's so amazing and it's so heartbreaking too, though.
Yeah, so definitely like it's not like they completely fell off the map for me, but me being like a super fan, like running the albums like top to bottom constantly. That was for me. It was City of Evil and Critical Acclaim, and then after the Rev died, I was like, I don't know. Like, I mean, yeah, I gave
Their
Nightmare
sound
a
was
shot.
different forever after Rev.
Yeah,
It just
Nightmare
lost
was
that little like Danny
yeah. Also, I
Elfman like
just love
creativity thing.
I'm a pop guy. Like I love melody, and
I can
it
tell.
got
This song is very catchy. It's really good. It makes you want to sing it and vibe
thank you.
with it,
Yeah,
man.
I mean I think
Yeah.
that that's really why me and my bandmate get along so well, and we collaborate so well together. Is just because I think we both have a love of melody and putting that first, you know.
Mm,
I'm way more interested, like, and as a guitar player, like, I'm way more interested in like hearing a catchy song than hearing like a shreddy guitar solo or
right,
something. Like, I would always
right,
like, um, I would always put melody over anything else because like that's ultimately what's going to make someone hear the song and
right.
hopefully put
Yeah,
it
and
on
when
their
you have something
playlist.
just a little bit more simplistic, it just makes you enjoy it and you just like
Hmm.
feel it more. Like for example, Seize the Day. I don't know if you can like
Great
go
song.
go
Yeah.
to it, but like right
Yeah, I can.
when Sin solo comes in, I get chills. Because
Hmm.
it's not a super fast technical thing. Like I even learned how to play it on guitar. I was like, if I can learn it, it's not that difficult. But it fit beautifully there, and it wasn't
Yeah.
overly complicated. It was just perfect.
And it does kind of fit like tone wise. I mean, to get into like some guitar nerdy territory, like it's the same tone that they use on fucking Backcountry Solo, which
Right.
also I think is pretty melodic in its own way.
Yeah,
Actually, it's
I
like
love that solo. Yeah.
shreddier, but like Beast and the Harlot too. You know, it's like you can think about that guitar solo, and there's a
Right.
lot of guitar solos out there that are just like, and it's like, okay, that's cool that you can do that, but
Yeah.
like, am I gonna like get in my car and go on a drive and turn that on and be like, I need to hear this on repeat? Like,
It's gonna
no,
make
I'm
you want
not
to
gonna do
drive
that.
faster and everything, and it's dangerous for me.
Yeah,
Put
no,
on
like
some Dragon Force or something.
exact. Well, Dragon Force actually through the fire and flames
Oh,
is
that's amazing.
super, super catchy.
Oh
Like,
yeah. Oh yeah.
yeah, it's like that song is like they are like a metal band. I know that, but that
Yeah.
song is like that's a fucking pop song.
It is. It
Like
actually is. It
the
really
chorus
is.
is insanely catchy, and then
Yeah.
like the guitar solo in it is obviously unfucking believable. But
Yeah.
it's the whole song is a pop song.
They just put out. I don't know. They just put out a new album, and it's so good. I haven't listened to them since Fire and the Flames album, but I listened to this new one. So good. If you haven't checked it out yet, you
I will
should.
check it out.
You
Yeah.
should also check out Avenged Sevenfold's song Nobody. And if you like Nobody, you'll like the new album. It's a completely different direction.
Hell yeah.
And the solo in So Far Away. Do you know that one from Avenged Sevenfold?
Maybe I would need to
So
probably hear
Far
it again at
Away.
this point.
That solo in there. That one actually hits me heavier than the Seize the Day one.
Oh damn.
Yeah, it
Okay.
does. So Far
Yeah,
Away.
I may
Go
need
check
an
that one out.
A7X refresh.
Yes. Yes,
It's
you
been a
will, my
while.
friend.
It has been a while.
Yeah, I think this is my favorite part of the song. Pulling tape out of cassettes, a simple regret to shift my mindset. I don't know, that just hits me hard just because of how much effort and love that I put into my cassettes and just seeing that like I must be at a really bad place to want to destroy something that means so much to me.
Yeah. Well, we'll put it on a T-shirt and mail you one.
I would love it. I would love it. Like a visual of a tape and just like yeah, the cassette and the tape kind of just rolling out.
There you go. Yeah.
That would be a great shirt,
Always
actually.
thinking about
That would be
merchandising.
very cool. Yeah, a lot of shows that I go to now, they're selling tapes. Have you been seeing
Yeah,
that
I
at
think it's
shows?
a. I haven't seen tapes. I mean, I've seen CDs, which like
hmm
no one has a CD player anymore.
I was actually
And
shopping online Amazon the other day for a CD player. I haven't
oh
shopped
wow,
for that in
okay,
like 20 years.
yeah. I mean, I think it's just become like a collectible or something that's easy to sell, and also just something for tangible for fans to like obtain. It's like,
Right, right.
is a fan necessarily going to hear a CD? I I don't think so. Am I wrong? I mean, did people go out and they go to a band's merch table and they buy the CD and they actually go put it on? So I
Yeah,
don't think
yeah,
that they do
yeah,
that. I think that they just
yeah.
maybe I don't want to say that that doesn't happen,
Depending
but
what
like
year of car.
it's like yeah, true.
You put
That is true.
the-
That is true. But also like I think it's more of just like a um oh cool, I can obtain like I have a physical copy of the music, you know.
Yeah.
And that's still like I mean, people sell fucking CDs, man, and like Respect.
I got one of my favorite cassettes just right here.
Oh yeah, which one's that?
It's a
I
band called Stuck Lucky. I think
Stuck
pretty sure they're
Lucky.
from
Okay.
Pennsylvania, but yeah, I have my whole collections of tapes and CDs right behind me.
Word.
I
Fucking
am not
awesome.
pulling the tape out of this.
Well, that remains to be seen. There may
Huh?
come a day. There may come a day
Exactly.
when
There
you.
may come a day. Who knows?
Yeah.
Who knows? I think that's the last new lyric.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yes, and that's the NAS. That's the last new lyric. When you put this track out, how did you feel releasing it with it being so personal to you?
I was so excited to have something that was a little bit different from the rest of the stuff that we've done. So I was really excited about. I'm still excited about it.
It's really good.
I'm
You
excited
should be, yeah.
to keep pushing this one. We'll be pushing this one for a while. We're gonna drop other songs too, but I think this is um, so far what we have in the queue for release. I mean, this is there. We love all the songs that we do, or else we're not gonna like put them out. But this one in particular, because of the change of sound, is so refreshing to me. It's like giving me a feeling of excitement.
It's
So
feel good summer music.
yeah, hell fucking yeah.
That's how I felt about Voiceless with Chatter. I literally called it the summer anthem of the year.
Oh,
It's
sick.
it's gonna go up
That's
against Medicine now though.
well, I worked on both, so doesn't
And
really
it's
matter
also
which
going to
one
compete
wins.
against Bad Summer. So I don't know. We got Medicine, Bad Summer, and Voiceless.
There
Which
you go.
one's going to win? Which one's going to be the
Oh,
summer?
yeah, I
All
mean, it
three of
could
them.
be it should be all three of them.
It
Yeah.
absolutely should be. Um, well, since you are doing so much, what else does 2026 have in store for Connor? Everything Connor, more album, more stuff you're working on, more social go stuff. Like what else is in the rest of
Yeah.
the year for you?
Well, I mean, I'm like I said, I work with John Feldman a lot. And so
I bet you
whatever
learn.
he has,
Yeah. Oh my God. I can't even imagine.
oh my God, yeah. I mean, that's a whole other tangent we could go down. But
Yeah.
I love that
Wild.
situation. It's so
Yeah.
great and learned so much.
Yeah.
Um,
That's amazing for you, man.
yeah, coming up
Learning,
on
learning
four
from a
years there.
goat. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. But yeah, so I mean, whatever he has in store, which I don't usually know until I go in there, I'll show up and find out what I'm doing that day. So there's the slight unpredictability of that, but it's also very exciting.
Yeah.
I have a bunch of projects that I work on outside of there as well, which is fun. Like sometimes I'll just be scrolling on TikTok and I'll find a band where I'm like, I realize maybe they don't have like a record deal or they're like a little bit more accessible if I were to DM them. And I just say, this song sounds so good, we should do a song together. And I wind up working with a lot of people like that.
Oh, wow. That's
Um,
cool.
yeah, I've worked with actually a handful of people just by doing that, just finding songs that like I genuinely think are good and bands that I think are good, and
Just hitting them up.
and hitting them up. Yeah, it's
DM
like
them.
it's a really fun way to work on music. Is like I like this band, I like what they're doing, and like I bet that if we were to try writing something together and producing something out that maybe I could enhance their sound, or maybe I fucking make it sound like shit and they never want to talk to me again.
Yeah. Yeah.
But like some of those people have been willing to come and test me out as like a co-writer and producer, and it's been a fun process. So probably more of that. Definitely more social ghost stuff. I mean, we're rehearsing all the time, and so we want to do more shows.
I was just
We're
about to ask if you have any
in
shows coming up.
yeah, nothing on calendar yet, but we're working on it. We're going to be doing more, and then releasing more music. So medicine is just the start of that, of this new cycle.
Cool.
We're stoked. Yeah.
Do you see that the rest of your music is kind of gonna go in the vibe of medicine or kind of a mixture of everything you've done? Like what is like
Mixture.
okay, okay.
Yeah, mixture.
Yeah.
I think definitely like uh more experimentation with sound. and like trying to just incorporate new topics lyrically.
Mm.
So all of it's very appealing to me because it's just a little bit different than what we were doing before, which like no disrespect to our older catalog. I love songs like Honest that we have out. There's a song called Honest. And I think that that one is pretty slapping, as I would say. Uh,
Slapping.
but
Slapping the bass.
I
Yeah.
love Medicine. Like I just
Yeah.
love how it's synth heavy.
Yeah.
It's something that like I wouldn't that Social Ghosts wouldn't normally do. We're like usually guitar driven. Yeah, Medicine's very synth driven. So just trying new stuff like that, it's very appealing to me.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Well, if anybody wanted to find everything Connor, or just I know your stuff is mixed all throughout different pages, but where is the best place to keep up with you?
Yeah, I'm very active on Instagram. That's probably the best place to check out what I'm doing, or get in touch or whatever it is. But that's at Connor Makes Music, and then Connor, which is usually spelled with an OR at the end. There's no second vowel, so it's just CONNR Makes Music. That's how you can find me on Instagram. And then
Cool.
for Social Ghosts, it's at We Are Social Ghosts, and that's pretty much everywhere.
Cool.
TikTok and Instagram and wherever else.
Why did
Check
you
out
name
music.
yourself Social Ghost? Is that kind of part of the anxiety where you or like depression kind of stuff? Like you feel like you don't like you're not seen,
I
but you
feel
want to
like
be social? Like what's the story behind that name, really quick?
we had some words that were like this would be a cool word like ghosts, and like we had like this whole page document of just like these could all be cool words, but we like quasi formed the band over COVID. Like we had jammed together before the lockdowns and stuff, but then
That's where
um,
this track took me. That was the first thing that I
right,
said.
you had
That
mentioned that.
took me to straight to COVID times. That's why
Yeah.
that's funny. Okay.
So we were doing a lot of meetings over Zoom because we were trying to keep things together. We liked the chemistry that we had, and we were like, we gotta get through the pandemic and figure out what the hell is going on. But we gotta keep the band together, you know.
Yeah.
And so we were just kind of forming and trying to figure out like what our name was going to be. And I think one of the goals was like we should name it something to do with like the pandemic. And so we came up with the name Social Ghosts because there's at the time there were three of us, and Druva is no longer in the band. We're great friends. Everything's cool. But we were all feeling like social ghosts. We couldn't go anywhere, you know. So like we were
Yeah.
ghosting people, you know.
Yeah.
We weren't doing social gatherings. So I feel like people take that band name in different ways. They have their
Yeah.
own meanings for it, but
Yeah, you
that's how it
definitely
came about
can.
was in COVID. That's how
Yeah.
it
Okay.
formed.
Social Ghost is also somebody who just doesn't feel seen. Like I think we were talking about that earlier, just like no one noticing us, not being seen, saying things and no one's even listening to them.
Totally.
I think everything I'm saying is not getting through. Like nothing I'm saying is getting through to you. I'm telling you these things over and over again. You're just not listening to me. I'm trying to spark conversations with you. You're not listening.
Totally.
Yeah, I like that.
Hell fucking yeah,
Well,
dude.
well, Connor, dude, thank you so much for jumping
Absolutely.
on this with me, and sharing your song and
Yeah.
sharing the story behind it and talking mental health. This stuff's not easy to talk about, especially to someone you've never met
100%.
before.
Yeah, for sure.
So I
Yeah.
appreciate it, and the goal is to, have more people like yourself. Let's just talk about rock and roll and lyrics and cassette tapes and mental health. Let's just
Hell
hang
yeah.
out. We're all human, let's just
100%.
talk music.
Yeah, well,
Um,
I had a blast.
Cool.
Thank you for having me on. Thank
Yeah,
you for reaching out to me to
yeah,
do this.
absolutely.
I'm always stoked to do this. I'd love to do it again. again at some point if you're
Yeah,
down.
well, yeah, whenever you got new music or if it's a different project, whatever, it's an open invite.
Sweet.
I love stuff like this. And I think your brain kind of works when it comes to like lyrics and meanings and stuff. I think I kind of get you a little bit now. So if we do another one,
Sweet.
I'll be like, "Oh, that's a very Connor line right there." I knew
Oh
you
yeah,
would say that. Well, dude, thank you so much. Have fun at the
absolutely.
show you're going to tonight.
Oh,
I
I will.
love that even though you work in music, you're always a fan at heart. So even when you leave your
Totally.
job, you're
I
going to
love
shows, man. You're
love going to
all
shows.
about
Yeah.
music. Music is life, music saves, and thank you for making it.
Hell fucking yeah, dude.
Hell yeah.